What's going on, everyone? Welcome. This is the Warehouse Series. So before we get started, I want to tell you I am trying to put more TikToks on. So follow me at the Warehouse Series on TikTok, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more creative over there. I am very new to posting on TikTok. I like watching TikToks, but very new to posting. I'm going to have my kids teach me. Guys, if you are new to the channel and you're not a subscriber, if you want to do that, I really appreciate it. Discord link in the description below. Click that link. It's free, always free, guys. Click that link. Great warehouse community. And if you guys want to give me a thumbs up, comment on my videos, I really appreciate it. And if you guys want to help support the channel by donating to Venmo, it's much appreciated. All right, guys. So the first thing I want to look at is this right here. Sometimes I put out surveys. So if you are new to the channel and you see my surveys, please participate in them because I think they are very beneficial because it groups all of our warehouses together and let us know what's going on. Now, in this one right here, how long should you be an order selector? And we had 265 votes and 52% said only a few years, and a total of 82% is basically saying just a little bit. Until you pay the bills are paid, until you want to pay off debt or a few years, only 18% said a career. Now, this one was a year ago, so a lot less subscribers at the time. How many years have you been in the warehouse industry? And 85% said 5 years or less. That is, I'm just going to put that out there before we get to today's video, but please participate in these whenever you guys see them. Now, I have touched on this topic in the past in different videos. This one right here, should you make warehousing a career? So if you didn't see this video, I will stick, because guys, a lot different information on this video than what I'm putting out right now. So if you did not see this, I will put in the description below. Click that link and watch that video. But we had some good interaction in the comment section on that one. All right, guys, so now I want to say, there is definitely some questions you need to ask yourself. The first question is, how long have your senior co-workers been there? And this is a survey that I could have sworn I put out. How long have they been there? Have they been there 10 years, 8 years? I'm talking selectors, because we're talking, this is all based on selection. Should you be selecting as a career? There's a lot of warehouses where you just select. You don't get the option to do different things. And we get people over on Discord that chat back and forth saying that selection could be a career. And I don't know how old the people are that are saying this, but my guess is they're probably younger. But how long have your senior co-workers been there? And how long have they been selecting? And how many of them have been there for more than 10 years? This is what I want to know. So if you have senior selectors with 7 years of service in, I want to know how many have been doing it longer than 10 years. And I also was curious, ask some of your senior coworkers, do you have long-term pain? Guys, every once in a blue moon, I get it still. I tore a disc in my back a long time ago, and I still, every once in a while, get pain with that. I got a groin that gives me pain more than I would wish it would. The right side of my groin is constantly hurting whenever I start selecting again. So how much pain? I get shoulder pain, I get neck pain. Guys, I selected for about 10 years, just to let you know, 10 years straight. I've been on a company for 25 years, but 10 years of that was pretty darn just strict selecting. I've already mentioned this, but the last question is how many of them are selecting daily? Because we're talking about a selector. Can you be a selector as long-term as a career? I truly believe the answer is no. Now, I want to tell you at my work, the number one reason we have 150 people with more than 20 years of service. Guys, I could go past 200. We have probably around 230 with more than 15 years of service. Now, even if you're a smaller company, I still want you to inquire about this. How many of your employees have been there for a long time? And if you're a smaller company with just like maybe 50 people in the company or whatever, just work out percentages. Is the percentage of people that have been there for a long time, why have they been there? And our number one reason for people like me, 25 years of service next month, the number one reason that I have been there and everyone around me has been there for so long, because we're not selecting. All right. We are not selecting every day. We have multiple jobs in the warehouse. We have sweep cleans. We have damage porters. We have toppers. We have miss porters. We have miscellaneous forklift operators that are not chasing the clock. They're not on a percentage, all right? We call it a standard system. They're not on a percentage. So we have various jobs that you can do whenever you get more seniority because we are a union shop. Plus, we didn't have incentives. Now, why would I put that up there? Because that is the main reason why a lot of you new selectors throw, is because there is a lot of money to be made as a new selector. And I'll tell you why I put that up there. Because we didn't care. We didn't rush. When you throw faster, you're more liable of getting hurt. We just had to make 100%. So if I was at 120% on Friday, guess what I'm doing Saturday? Nothing. I had an easy day. I laid back and I just burned all my time, and it was a nice, easy day. Now with incentives, you guys are running nonstop 5 days a week. So very unhealthy and just that much more probable of getting injured. And I also want to say at our work, it's not the same anymore. Okay, it's not like whenever I started as a selector. A lot of things have changed at my place. We are a small business. Now the changes that have been made, I get it. I'm a firm believer that my company may be sold in the future, but I'm a firm believer, and I get where they're going with it. Every decision they make is not out and I know my union brothers are going to hate me for this one. I don't think they're out to just cripple us. I think they're surviving. I think our company is making the changes they're making because they are surviving. So why are our new selectors more than likely not going to stay? And that is because they get a lot less. Like I said, I get it. It's probably business. We're trying to maintain and keep ahead so we don't have to make drastic decisions in the future. But unfortunately, probably there is probably a less than a 5% chance a new selector at our place is going to stay 5 years or more. It's my true, honest opinion. I believe that new selectors will not stay 5 years or more. And this is why. You get less health care. We're all tiered off now. Once again, probably business decision, trying to keep the company ahead of just trying to stay afloat. Once again, my union brothers are going to hate me for this, but it is what it is, guys. I believe we got less health care for newer selectors. We got less days off for newer selectors. We got a harder standard for newer selectors. Now, when I say a harder standard, they still are required to throw 100%, like I was required to throw 100% back in 1998. But back in 1998, it was very easy to make that 100%. All right. I told you guys a lot of times that time studies make everything. And this is what I talk about. When people tell me they make it 200% at their warehouse every week, I believe it, because time studies are done differently at every single warehouse. These engineers are not the same, and some of these standards are very loose compared to what it is at our warehouse. Very hard standards to make at our work. No options. When I threw back in the day as an extra, we had topping jobs. We got to do flowers, where you're just throwing flowers all day long. Could you imagine just throwing flowers all day long? Or topping as a top extra, selecting? You got to leave that selection job and just go get chase shorts all day long. So that was nice. You had options as a top selector. So it gave you a little bit of hope as an extra employee throwing cases every day that, hey, I'm going to get a break when I become a top selector. Middle of the week days off. Whenever I started, I had a split week. I had Sunday, Wednesday, I believe, and then I had Thursday, Friday. Now our new extras, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's about it. I don't even know if any of our extras have Thursday, Friday. And the biggest one, guys, is we lost our pension. We, as top people, get top tier, get 8% into our 401k, and then it tears off into nothing. The only time new selectors get money contributed into their 401k is if they donate themselves. So in place of our pension, top people got 8% and then 6% and 5%, it tears down. You got to put so many years of service in now to get to that 8%. But all new employees don't get that extra percentage put into their 401k. They just get the company match, which is 50 cents on the dollar up to 10%. So if you're an employee and you're not putting 10%, you're getting nothing extra. So the chances of you making a good retirement at this career it's just not going to happen. And the last thing I want to add that I did not put on here is, like, I selected for 10 years. I truly believe that these new people coming in, they're going to be selected for 15, 20 years. Because there's so many young people at my company, if it's still there. I truly believe that something drastic is going to happen at my company. I see the writing on the wall, and that's why I'm working the overtime. I'm hoping to get debt paid off and be down to a mortgage by the time anything happens. And if it doesn't happen, then great. I'll stay there and I will retire from there. But definitely something to consider, guys. Selecting is by no means a career. Now, I'm not throwing jabs at anybody, but the majority of the people that are going to disagree with me are probably 19, 20, 21, early 20s. They're the people that are going to be disagree with me. Come back in 10 years and tell me how you feel. I'm not trying to, I'm just telling you, selection is not a career unless you have a variety of jobs that you can do within the place. Other than that, I don't see it, guys. Incentive only lasts for so long. Throwing fast only lasts for so long until you start getting injured or just start getting sore and just getting sick of it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.